On the upfront fare screen for a while now, both Uber and Lyft have been showing if a request has stops. I have always hated rides with stops, and I never accept these requests anymore. Let's discuss. Really quickly, if you have yet to download the Solo app to help you manage your rideshare business and earn more, our referral link will be in the description. Stops, in my opinion, have always been an issue. Now with upfront fares, we see if a request has stops, but for the most part, those upfront fares do not reflect those rides with stops. They don't pay enough for those rides with stops. Rides with stops are essentially like you're giving 2 rides, and the upfront fare should better reflect that. It should be closer to the price of actually giving 2 rides. I have found that longer rides with stops, the upfront fare will better reflect those longer rides because of the higher mileage, but the majority of rides with stops are shorter rides. They're minimum fare rides with round trips. The price does not reflect that, and they're not worth it. Say I'm gonna give a 2-mile round trip ride. That upfront fare is often the same as if I were to just give that passenger a 1-mile ride and not have the return trip. This is absolutely not worth my time, and I appreciate that both Lyft and Uber are showing those stops on the request screen now. Now, I had lived stops for years, predating upfront fares, back during time and distance. I know how stops go. I had found that for the majority of those rides with stops, they were not great experiences. Passengers would take a lot of time. Both apps, I think, tell the passengers to keep it short, keep it 2 or 3 minutes, but they don't respect that. Now, the only way to fix this under the upfront model is to pay us better, and you can easily do that by reflecting it in the upfront fare. Again, all requests with stops are essentially 2 rides, and the major issue is on those minimum fare rides where we're not compensated well enough. Those minimum fare rides should almost be priced double if a ride has a stop. Now, passengers may get wise to this and then just add a stop after requesting the ride, or just ask the driver to make a stop. This needs to end altogether. When a passenger requests a ride, if they have not added a stop, that ride will not include any stops, and have the policy be that way. Tell passengers explicitly they need to add stops before requesting a ride, and in turn allow drivers to tell passengers that if they have not added a stop officially in the app before making the request, that stops cannot be made. Oftentimes, if a rider asks me to make a stop that has not been officially added in the app, I will tell them I can't make that stop, that I have a queued ride and that next rider is waiting for me and I can't make them wait any longer. And multiple stops, don't even get me started on those. Multiple stops need to go away. 1 stop is enough. So in order to get me to accept requests with stops under the upfront model, they obviously need to price them better. They need to make it more official. Stops need to be officially made in the app. Multi-stops need to go away. Drivers also need hard outs during stops. Stops should not last more than 3 minutes. I know on Lyft they give you 5 minutes and then you can end the ride. On Uber they don't even give you a time period. Back in the day, there have been many times where a passenger would make me wait longer than 5 minutes. I would just end the ride right there. Stops unfortunately are here to stay. They're not going away, but these are ways to fix them. Price them better. Make official policies in the app about stops. You just have to give drivers much more control over stops, or I am going to continue to snap decline every single one of these under the upfront fare model. But what do all of you think? Do you have absolute disdain for rides with stops like I do? And give Solo a try. If you've yet to download the app, our link will be in the description. Also, we have a newsletter that you can sign up, a free newsletter. That link will be in the description as well. And if you've yet to watch my video on cancellations, be sure to check that one out. Thanks again for watching and drive safe. Thanks.